Hi everyone, in today's review we'll take a closer look at the Mercedes-Benz E-class that was built between 2009 and 2016. This car has the internal code W212. Based on analytics, this car is quite popular as an occasion, especially in the United States. That is the reason we will review this car. The E-class sits at the heart of the Mercedes lineup. In Europe, it's one of the main cars found at the cab stand. Longevity, reliability and comfort are key words when talking about the E-class. We will check if this is the case for the W212 as well. In 2009, the car came to the market, available as a sedan and as an estate. Later on, Mercedes also sold them as coupes and convertible. But those cars have their own specific attention points that we will not cover in this video. With all new Mercedes cars, new gadgets will be introduced. Think about lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, blind spot monitor, now available on many cars but back in 2009 exclusively on the E-class. In 2013 there was a facelift for the E-class. Most noticeable were the headlight units that were now combined into one unit. Also very important, reliability was improved. Mercedes did a very good job, since this car was now the most reliable car in its class according to the British Consumer Association. The E-class came with a petrol, diesel and diesel hybrid engines. When we checked for availability online for second-hand cars when it comes to this E-class, we find mostly diesels with an automatic gearbox. If you want a manual gearbox, you have to look carefully. These cars are designed for long motorway journeys, so a big diesel engine and an automatic is the way most customers specify these cars. Here in Europe, used W212s start at €9,000 and the most expensive will cost 70 up to 80,000 euros. I expect prices to drop the next couple of years, mostly since people view diesel engines as polluters. Also, our government is putting up barriers when it comes to diesel. Some cities will not allow you to drive there with your diesel engine. Of course, this depends on the city and the country. Sometimes only Euro 6 emission engines are allowed. Check this for your country before buying such a car. Now let's move on to the strong points of the W212. It's a very comfortable car. It's packed full of gadgets. The car holds a solid image. Of course, with all cars, even if they're good, even they come from Mercedes-Benz, there are attention points. We will point them out for you right now. Even though the Merc is packed full of gadgets, most of these features were brand new at the time of introduction. What is the result of this 10 years later? The result is that some electronic issues will appear here and there. After the facelift, many of these issues were resolved. The fuel pump sometimes causes problems, so the car sometimes does not start or deliver less power than normal. Usually this is easy to solve, but sometimes replacement of the fuel pump that can be found under the back seats is the only remedy. There are also problems with the ignition lock. The ignition lock appears susceptible to faults in the early years of construction. Only the replacement of the ignition locks resolved this problem. There are also some electronic gremlins that will sometimes show up. Think about error messages or stalling of the engine. Often these troubles have to do with corroded plugs or poor connection plugs to the computer ECU of the car. When starting the car with start cables, observe the instruction manual first. If you do not do this the correct way, you might see an increase of error messages and electronic interference. A reset of the car at the dealer is often the only way to solve this. Sometimes the lever of the gearbox will not switch out of P, parking mode. This is often caused by a low battery voltage. But the cause may also be that the switch for the brake lights is broken. If one of these things is not the cause, check in your computer housing whether the car indicates the position of the gearbox. If there is no P, D or R or other standard reading, there is probably a problem with the gearbox itself. In the case of a 4-cylinder running on 3 cylinders, it's necessary to replace a plug on one of the injectors. The piezo injectors on the E250 CDI are sensitive. Simply replacing them not always does the trick. These injectors have very small margins in which they can operate. The automatic gearbox requires a liquid change every 80,000 kilometers or every 3 years. If these gearboxes are not maintained properly, they will often run less smooth and start making sounds. Ultimately, they will stop functioning. Last attention point that is worth mentioning, there were some problems with the early hybrids. Sometimes the car would not start anymore, not even when the driver only selected the diesel engine. Problems were fixed with a software update. So all in all, quite some attention points. As said earlier, the facelift of the car in 2013 turned out to be more reliable. That is not to say that the car that was built between 2009 and 2012 was less reliable, it just has a few more attention points. These points can give you more room to negotiate the price perhaps. Hope this review was useful. If so, subscribe to my channel. See you guys in the next review. Thanks for watching.